Hi, Mana here. I'm just going to do a little quick flip through of my Whimsical lettering journal. I made it out of watercolor paper. It measures 9 by 4.5 wide. My lettering is inspired by Joanne Sharp, who wrote the book The Art of Whimsical Lettering, and Joanne Fink, who writes the Zenspirations lettering books. On the first page, the front cover, I just lettered the words, "Live the life you love." I used a little bit of watercolor here and markers for this first page. The next page, I used watercolors and markers on this one also. It says, when you get something to believe in, or no, when you need something to believe in, start with yourself. I have so much fun making these little pages and learning different lettering styles. This page is made, I believe I used watercolor pencils on this one, and it says, "Common sense is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden." My next page, I made with, I believe, gel pens. And I did have problems with smearing with the gel pens a bit, because if you just slightly touch a gel pen before it's dry, it's going to smear. So you have to be very, very careful. This one is a Rumi quote, I'm not sure how to say his name. He's a poet. It says, "You are not meant for crawling. You have wings. Learn to use them to fly." I drew a little dragonfly and a heart. And this page is inspired by Joanne Fink. My next page says, "Sing your heart song." This is watercolor and I think Inktense pencils. And when I was working on this page, I worked on the very next page that had purple watercolor on it, and it splattered onto this page somehow. I liked this saying, "Sing your heart song," but I didn't like how this page turned out. There's too much empty space, I decided. So I did it again on a smaller page. This time I used, I believe, all watercolors, or it may have been Inktense pencils. I'm not certain. I added a few hearts and a border, and it says, "Sing your heart song." I'm much happier with this page. This page, it's just watercolor, a black marker, and a white gel pen. And I did put some glossy accents on these little crowns. It says, when the queen is happy, there is peace in the kingdom. Used a white gel pen to outline my hearts and dot on my lettering and outline in my crowns also. My next page, this page is done with Sharpie markers. They are so vibrant. They come in so many colors. I use a fine point marker, Sharpie marker. This one says, "Do what you can and chill out about the timing." And I drew a butterfly down here and put in a border. I also used a white gel pen to make dots around the border. This page is also done with Sharpie markers and watercolors. And this one says, "Trust the Lord." Let's see. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not upon your own understanding." I like to collect inspirational quotes and inspirational scriptures, and then make them into a art journal page. This page is done with Sharpie markers again. It says, look for beauty, listen with love, live with intention. I just added a few flowers around the edge, a few white dots with a white gel pen. It's a pretty plain page. I probably should have added some watercolor in the background, but I didn't. This is also another inspirational scripture. It's Romans 12:12. It says, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Then I did a little watercolor down here. And the letters are in Sharpie marker, and I used a white gel pen for the accents. This one is inspired by Joanne Fink. My last page is just a pretty plain page. I was trying to doodle inside the letters, be blessed. Just did it in black and white. Then I colored the background with purple watercolor, splattered some blue paint on there. With a white gel pen, I made a few hearts, and I colored in these little dangles with Sharpie marker. I started this journal, let me see what the date is, in February. And I finished it in June. And I already have another one made that I'm working on. And I hope to finish it in a couple of months. It's hand sewn. And I added the beads last because I didn't want the beads to be in the way when I'm trying to work in the journal. So I completely finished the journal, added the beads. There it is. And I'm happy with the way it turned out, and I hope my next one is much, much better. Thanks for watching.